Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Kristen Olson, Urban Yoga Center from Palm Springs. This is not Palm Springs. I'm Leo in Cozumel on behalf of Kristen. Visit us on the web at urbanyoga.org, at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook. Either place you can check out the schedule, stop by the tip jar to make contributions. Folks watching later on YouTube, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel as well for us. Anyone can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Even if you attend Zoom regularly, maybe some days when I'm not here or your schedule is different, you can jump over to YouTube. Lots of classes, some shorter ones. Check out maybe different teachers whose schedule doesn't align with yours. For today's practice, we'll start out sitting, or if you like, kneeling. Get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. If you want, close your eyes. Maybe that's comfortable, maybe it isn't. Notice your breath, and just by starting to get more still and focusing on it, your breath will change. Go deeper and slower. Feel your contact with whatever you're sitting on. Maybe it's just the floor, maybe there's a mat, maybe you're sitting on some other props. Think of the whole length of your spine from your seat up to the base of your skull, and continue that thought on up through the crown of your head. The whole length of your seated or kneeling body. So we're tall without being stiff or rigid. Finding just that necessary amount of engagement to be upright, yet relaxed. Rising of each inhale, rooting of each exhale. Expansion, contraction, lifting, and grounding. Take in whatever other sensations are there for you. The external stuff, as well as the internal. Noticing what's going on inside. Taking particular note of any trouble spots that speak up as you start listening into your body. Any soreness, any stiffness. So we can keep these things in mind as we practice, remembering, as always, that we can skip or modify any part of practice to take care of what's going on. Whenever your attention goes elsewhere, your mind leaves the here and now. Gently come back to noticing your breath and noticing your body, noticing what you're doing, what you're feeling. And if you also wish to set any personal intention for this practice, you can do that now. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. Allow your eyes to open if they're closed. And start down at the bottom. I'm going to lift the leg that's in front. So lift one of your legs, doesn't matter which one. Let the leg be passive, let the arms and the hands do the work. Take your opposite hand and get your fingers interlaced with your toes. Not easy sometimes getting between those smallest toes. Those of us with big hands. Move your foot slowly and gently in circles, opening your ankle. And then change direction. Release your toes. Use both arms to support the weight of your whole leg. Feel your femur hanging your hip socket. Whatever grip works. Maybe it looks like this, maybe it doesn't. And move that femur in circles. It's a ball and socket joint, the hip. Maybe they're not perfect circles. So circular movements. No, they're not perfect circles. For me, anyway. Change direction. Let's let that leg down. Lift the other one. Get your fingers between your toes. Gently and slowly. Roll that ankle. And change direction. Release your toes. Support the whole leg with both arms. And make those bigger circles. And change direction. Now let's let that leg down. Find a comfortably grounded seat again. Let your arms hang at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And your right shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Bring your chin over towards your shoulder. Let it come down past your sternum. Back to the other shoulder. Down again. Back up where you started. Face forward. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, cross the opposite way. Bring your chin to one shoulder. Go down through the middle. Up to the other side. And back again. And face forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into a twist with your right hand on your left leg and your left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more, exploring with each breath to see if your body wants to go further. If it feels like there's room to do so, if it feels helpful. Let yourself unwind. On an inhale, raise your right arm. On your exhale, reach to the left. On an inhale, come up. As you exhale, come into the opposite seated twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And let yourself unwind and come through center. Bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs. Take some seated cow-cat movements. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Let your head tip back. Exhale to draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. And just follow your breath a few more times. And after the next exhale, you can sit up. Take your time to shift onto your hands and knees. And I'll make a lighting adjustment as I'm doing that. Notice this big shadow. Turn on a light there, and okay, I can reduce it a little. Anyway, there are shadows. Always. Anyway, there's light, there's shadows. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. With the next inhale, reach your right arm forward. If you like, on the next inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. If you like, bend your knee, reach back. If you can, grab your foot or ankle or pant leg, kick against your hand, raise your knee and your chin a bit. Release and lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. And then now reach your left arm forward. If you want, on the next inhale, pick your foot up, reach straight back. And if you want, bend your knee and reach back and see about that bind. Release, lower down. Step your left foot up by your hands and step your right foot up to meet it. Hang out, exploring movement in our first forward fold. Whatever movement you like. Slowly shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, pull down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up, reach your palms up, look up at those hands, lift your heart. Inhale to come up to center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms come down. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Rest your fingertips, step your left foot back for a runner's lunge. Now you can have blocks under your hands here if you like. Let's shift the weight into the left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, reach it up, reach back in the direction of the left leg. Exhale, reach up, reach forward, bring it back to the ground. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now inhale, reach out to the right and then up towards the ceiling. Look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring your hand down. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog, pedal your feet up and down. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Rest your hands. Step your right foot back. Lean into the right hand. Inhale, reach your left arm forward and up and back. Exhale, reach up, forward, and down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, reach out to the side, then up towards the ceiling, look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring your hand down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Nod your head. Shake your head. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. If you like a shorter plank, go ahead and let your knees down. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down, elbows staying in towards the bottom. Press into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay for your lower back. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog.
Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. Pardon me. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale to rock back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, pull. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just one more sun salutation, and this one will conclude with a break. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, back and up. In downward dog, take 3 cleansing breaths and gently lower down to child's pose. Scan your body, observe your breath as you take your little rest. Inhale, draw yourself forward and up to table. When you're ready from there, exhale, push back and up to downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Knees soft and bouncy, arms hanging heavy like ropes. Let your arms start to swing front to back. Let the weight of your arm pick up momentum so the swinging gets bigger and bigger. When you're ready, swing your arms up overhead and sit back to chair pose. Think of releasing down into the floor. We release at the front of the hips, the back of the knees, the front of the ankles. Can you go a little lower? I asked that without looking. We usually can go a little lower when prompted to. Bring your hands to your heart, press them together. Keep your hands centered on your chest, your spine, nice and long, your knees lined up. Exhale, twist to the left, any amount. If you like, open your arms in the twist. If your arms are open, bring your hands back together. Slowly with control, inhale through the center. Exhale, twist to the right any amount. And if you like, open your arm. If your arms are open, bring your hands together. Inhale through center. Big exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, hands overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Going to pause for a drink of water, and we'll play with some balancing. With your hands by your heart, shift your weight from one leg to the other. As always, when we play with balancing, you're welcome to step over by a wall or a piece of furniture to steady yourself. Nice to have something to hold on to or just to know it's there and reach out when you need it. When you're ready, bring the weight into your left leg. Raise your right knee. I'm going to do a standing alternative to pigeon. Cross your ankle above your knee. Turn that knee down towards the floor. Flex those toes up towards that shin. And then releasing like chair, but just with the left leg. Sit down. Imagine there's a bench or something behind you. Pressing your hands to center. Keeping the spine long. Think about your elbows approaching your knee and your foot or your ankle. There's one elbow touching down. Sometimes I get both, sometimes I get one, sometimes maybe neither. Just see how far that hip wants to go. Start over anytime. Sometimes we fall. He says as he's about to. No, maybe not. When you're ready, inhale, slowly stand up. Uncross your leg. Let your foot down. Shake things out. Whatever needs a shake. Maybe everything needs a shake. Maybe you need another drink. That can be very warming, standing on one leg. Some poses more than others. When you're ready to do the other side, hands by your heart, shift your weight from one leg to the other. As you're ready, bring the weight into your right leg. Take your time lifting your left knee. Cross your ankle. Dial the knee towards the floor. Flex the toes towards the shin. And take your time, releasing down towards that invisible seat. Slowly straighten up, uncross, and release, and shake things out. So there's exploring the hip in one way. We'll do another standing pose and explore opening the hip in a different way. Let's start the same way with the hands by the heart. Shift back and forth. And bring the weight into your left leg. Raise your right knee. Now keep your left hand at your heart. You're going to drop your right hand to your foot or your leg. So I have lots of options here. I like to grab my big toe. That works for me. You might also grab your ankle or your shin. You can grab the inside of your foot or the outside of your foot. You can grab in front of your knee or behind your knee. Any of those is fine.
You can also loop a strap around your foot and hold the strap here. Try to stay long in the spine, keep this left hand pressing in. Now, if you want, you can reach your foot forward. Maybe that feels good, maybe it doesn't. So you can always just keep the knee bent. And maybe you can bring this arm and this leg over here. You could do that with the leg extended or bent. And maybe you can reach the other arm out. And maybe this hand stays on the wall at the desk the whole time. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. And when you've had enough, as he almost falls, see how slowly you can rewind it all, bit by bit, finding strength in the slowness, and shake things out. And definitely need some water after that one. When you're ready, hands at your heart, do a little shuffle, shifting weight from one leg to the other. Maybe notice how one hip feels different than the other. Very different after that one. As you're ready, bring the weight to your right leg. Raise your left knee. Let that hand come down. Find whatever grip works for you. Doesn't have to be the same as the other side. If it works for you, reach your foot forward. If you want, swing it out to the side. If you want, extend the other arm. Make sure you're breathing. Sometimes we get carried away in like an excess of focus or trying too hard, we stop breathing. And it doesn't help anything. It's just one of these weird things we do. It doesn't make it any easier to balance on one foot, so stop breathing. And when you're ready, see how gradually you can come out. And maybe we just fall sometimes. Shake things out. I never said gracefully. I never said make it look pretty. Let's have a seat. Give our legs a break. Let's extend legs forward, flex feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold back. Let your knees bend as much as they want to. Inhale, think of coming forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Inhaling slowly, walk your hands up the front of your legs. Sit yourself up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Walk your hands down your legs. Bring your left hand over by your right hand. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to the right. Point your thumb at the floor. Reach the back of your hand towards your left hip and peel your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Put your thumb up again. Let that rotation go. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Bring your left hand over to your left leg or left foot. Bring your right hand over to your left hand. Reach your left arm out, turn your head to the left. Point your thumb down, reach towards your right hip, and draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Let that rotation go. Bring your left hand to your right hand. Bring your right hand back to the right leg or right foot. Inhale and walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Nudge your legs towards each other with your arms. Bring the soles of your feet together, leaving a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Reach under or over your ankles and walk your hands forward along the mat. Let your neck release, breathe into your back. Inhaling, walk your hands back, sit yourself up. Keeping your feet together, bring them in closer. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes in your hands. Wiggle, bring the bones in your seat closer to the ground. Tilt your pelvis forward and open the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips with a long spine. Take your time and just see how far that one spine will go. There's no rush. Whenever the long spine stops lowering, you can let your head lower. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your knees, lift your knees towards each other, rest your feet on the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Scoot forward towards your heels, come down onto your forearms, then down onto your back. Setting up for bridge. Feet hip width apart, heels in close to your butt. If you like, put a block between your knees on the middle position. So your knees will stay about hip width apart. Press into the soles of your feet, inhale to lift your hips up. If you want a deeper heart opener, wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other, clasp your hands under you, reach your knuckles towards your heels. If you're clasping your hands, let them go. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take a few breaths to explore floating up and down at your own pace. And let's take supported bridge. Pause at the top of that movement. Slide a block or whatever other prop you might have handy. Under your sacrum, come down to rest on it. Let your body relax against it. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift up. Slide the support out from underneath. Exhaling, slowly lower down. Move those props out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll to massage your back against the floor. Let's grab our straps. Open the strap up. Hold one end in each hand and run it under your feet. Reach your arms and legs up, and then check in with the ground. We don't want to lift the sacrum, head, or shoulder blades off the ground. We're reaching up, but we're still staying grounded. Point your toes at the ceiling. Point your toes down towards your face. And let your feet relax. Slide them apart. Slide them back together. Take your left foot out. Press the back of your left leg against the floor. Flex your left toes back towards you. Hold the strap with your left hand and reach your right arm to the side. Keeping your shoulders grounded, draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. We'll spend a couple minutes with this. Listen to your body, see where your leg wants to go. How much gentle guiding tension from the strap seems helpful. You can back off anytime. You can ease up and relax anytime. You can re-engage anytime. Bring everything back up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip and let your arm and your leg drift over to the right, keeping that left side anchored down. Keeping that left foot flexed back towards you. Very gently come back to center. Lift your left leg, step into the strap. Take your right foot out, press your right leg down. Flex your right foot back towards you. Reach your left arm to the side. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Bring everything back up to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your limbs fall over to the left.
Nice and easy, come back to center. Raise your right leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your legs. Whatever movements feel good here. Happy baby pose, there's no wrong way to explore. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, you can make your way to the final resting pose of your choice. You might just focus on your breath or come back to an intention you set for yourself to reflect upon it. Maybe just breathe, be here, let your mind go wherever it goes. Start to give yourself some deeper breaths. And move around little by little. Allowing your movements to gradually get bigger and bigger. Taking your time, when you're ready, gently sit yourself up. Bring your hands up high your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today.
The light within me sees and bows to that same light within you. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.